What's going on, friends? Logan Myers here from Cinephellas.com. Tonight we're talking about a film from 1979. We're talking about Stuart Rosenberg's horror film, The Amityville Horror. So, Amityville Horror is, another controversial film based on a true story about the Lutz family and what happened and what they came across in this film. So the Amityville Horror is another controversial film based on the Lutz family and what happened when they moved into this house in New York. So essentially the story around the film is the DeFeo family lived in this house. Ronnie DeFeo was the young son. He was like a drug addict and he was supposedly possessed, and he took a shotgun and killed his entire family, his siblings and his parents, and then that's basically it. He went through and killed everybody, and the house is haunted. So in comes the Lutz family. We have George Lutz with his beautiful curly hair, played by James Brolin, Josh Brolin's dad. Cable, Brand from the Goonies. Yeah, it's his dad, James Brolin, played George Lutz, and Margot Kidder playing Kathy Lutz. So they're looking at houses. They come across the former DeFeo house, the Amityville house. So they fall in love with the house and they get a bargain. The house is super cheap. It has like a boathouse in the back. It's right on the water. It's beautiful. It's gigantic, and it has the iconic front view of the house that look like two eyes. But it's a perfect house for a family and, a good price. So, of course, they end up buying the house, and when the Lutz family moves in, that's when things start getting spooky. So they have a priest come over and bless the house, and the priest comes across some weird occurrences. He's upstairs in this room, and he notices these flies on the windows. And if you guys know about paranormal, when you see a bunch of flies, usually it means it's a sign of some sort of demonic entity. So they threw that in, and he gets closed into this room. The door locks, and he hears the voice, the iconic voice.
Get out.
So the priest obviously sees this and freaks out and takes off, and he's like, yeah, I'm leaving. He tries to follow up with the family a few times about what's going on there, but nothing got through to them, obviously. And as the film progresses, there's more occurrences in this house, and George becomes more and more crazy. And his wife is noticing what's going on here with her husband and their house and how it's affecting their kids. So she goes and finds some old news articles about what happened previously in this house with the DeFeo family and pulls up a picture of young DeFeo and looks exactly like her husband, George Lutz. Oh! So after finding out this information, she hightails it back home and to confront George about what she found out in the newspapers, and they need to get the fuck out of there. So they're, in this house, I think for like 30 days, like a month or something like that. They're taking off, and they're like, oh shit, we forgot our dog. Let's not leave our dog in a haunted house. Let's go grab that. Yeah, let's do that right now. Chop, chop. So George goes back in to get the dog, and he falls through the stairs going down to the basement. There's like this black tar, black ink shit out there, not believable, really, really comedic actually, how he falls in this gook, grabs the dog, and they get out of there, and they survived. They got out of there. Nobody died. The Lutzes got out, and the rest is history to the 18 other sequels and remakes and reimaginings that followed. So I will say the Amityville Horror, it's a movie I grew up on. It always creeped me out as a kid. I watched it recently, it doesn't hold up, honestly. I don't think it does. It's really cheesy. The acting's not really all there either. Margot Kidder and James Brolin are convincing, but I'm not really sold on their characters. I think they ended up debunking everything that supposedly happened in the real stories with the Lutz family. It was all exaggerated, or they just made it up. So overall, I'm going to give the Amityville Horror from 1979, a 2.5, out of 5 curly James Brolin hairpieces. So what did you guys think the original? Did you like the franchise, all the sequels? Is this your favorite? Have you not seen this movie? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe. This is Logan Myers signing out from the Amityville Horror House. Ooh. Until next time, cheers!